What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red River Aviation. Hope you guys are all on a fantastic day today. And today we have the October 2019 Albuquerque International Airport update for you guys. And man, do we have some real changes to the airport. Not only is there 6 new models in this update, but there's also a ton of mainline aircraft in this update now, with airlines transitioning into their fall seasons. There's a ton of aircraft changes at this airport. It's going to look a lot different going forward. So, hope you guys are excited for today's update. If you guys are, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'm not going to miss a beat with this update because it's looking pretty gosh darn good. This is the biggest Albuquerque update we've had in a very long time. A ton of changes. So, I hope you guys are excited for that. I'll ramble towards the end, of course, but with all that being said, we're going to get started. So, the main changes is there's a lot. Number one, the biggest visual difference, sorry guys, I'm really excited for this update, so I'm kind of stuttering on my words, is there's now 2 cargo gates with the addition of FedEx now. That's one of the new models. There's a ton of planes over here, of course, going to take off. That's the only visual change, but there's a ton of new models. Delta's operations have changed some. I'll talk about that. American's operations have changed some. If you can see new models, JetBlue's have changed. Alaska's have changed. United's especially have changed. There's a lot to go over there, and the rest of it's fairly the same, but there's a lot to talk about. So I hope you guys are excited for this update, and without further delay, we are going to get started with over here as always. Currently loading up passengers. Here we have an American Eagle Embraer 175. He's currently loading up a service out to Los Angeles, California. Non-change route. It's 3 or 4 daily Embraer 175s by Compass, so he will be making the flight out to Los Angeles. Next up, we have a Frontier Airbus A320. This is Georgia the Painted Bunning. Yes, Georgia the Painted Bunning. He is currently loading up passengers with service out to Denver after arrival from, I have no clue if the seasonals are still going, so we'll just say he arrived from Denver as well. Now Delta. Delta's had some really interesting changes in the good way, of course. So there is a new model in this section, Delta 737-900. I've always talked about how I want to get a 737-900, and it's finally happened for Albuquerque, so I think it looks really good. Finally, to go see it in real life and now to finally have it is pretty gosh darn cool at this airport. So Delta. So their Minneapolis service is now on a 737-900, as in the last update it was on an 800. So to top everything off, I don't have 2 737-900s. However, as of right now, they are flying a daily 757 to Atlanta to Albuquerque from Atlanta, which is awesome. I can't remember the last time Albuquerque had 757s, but this is really cool. I think it's 2 daily 737-900s and a 757 right now, so I might have to buy the 757. The new mold looks really good, and I saw it come out, so that may be a model I have to invest in, but we'll see how it goes. So Salt Lake City still the same, and also Los Angeles. So the Los Angeles flight's over there taxiing. So this will be the filler for the 737-900 that's supposed to be going to Minneapolis, while the 737-800 be flying the Minneapolis flight. Hopefully I can get the 757 just moving on over if they don't change the flights again. So I have no clue how this flight's going to go through the winter season. If it's going to be a 900 the whole time, if it's going to be 800, 900 mixed, we'll have to see. Right here we have the first new model I've showed you guys, besides you guys have seen all the new models kind of, but the first model that we're going over. Here we have the Delta Airlines Boeing 737-900 with split scimitars. He's currently loading up passengers with service out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Finally fairly realistic, so pretty awesome. It's a beautiful model. Give you guys a little look here. Wi-Fi box looks great. TV box, whatever it is. Nothing really I can complain about with that model. Really like it. Over here we have the Delta Embraer 170. He's currently loading up with service out to Salt Lake City. Still kind of mediocre that they haven't done any mainline on this flight, so we'll see if they ever expand to that. But here's the little Delta section right there. Pretty awesome. Another change. Here we have a JetBlue Airbus A321 in the Prism Tail. I think they're all in Prism, but anyways, so yeah, JetBlue's for the fall season is now flying A321s on the night flight to New York John F. Kennedy. So it's definitely awesome that I had this model already. So this is like the only airport as of right now I can use it in. So it's definitely an awesome change. But yeah, here's a better look. He's currently loading up passengers to service out to New York John F. Kennedy. He'll be making a return flight very shortly. And another new model. Here we have the Alaska Airbus A319. If you guys not here, I made a big transaction for some new models in the just last week, including 2 new Alaska models in this update, and I also got a couple others. Anyways, my original intent was the A320 was flying, so I did buy the A320, and now they switched it to the A319. This was not originally what I wanted in the deal. I wanted to get the number 175 and the Q400 for some other airports. However, just the perfect storm that worked out that they're flying A319s right now, so they can't mess me up because I think I have all the Alaska planes now in the fleets. So, well, not 737-700, but I pretty much got the rest covered. So here we have an Alaska Airbus A319. It's a beautiful little model. I really like it. Here, I'll give you guys a little better look here. This model it might get reviewed, we'll have to see, but looks pretty gosh darn good. I really like it. So Alaska Airbus A319 currently loading up passengers, will service out to Seattle, Tacoma. Really good looking model, and I'm glad that the perfect storm happened so I can have it for this update, because I really don't want to throw in the A320 if it's not going to fly it. So nice little change here. They're changing up all the planes. I'm glad I have them all so I can represent it though, so that's pretty cool. Still in the A319, here we have the American Airlines Airbus A319 flying out to Phoenix. I'm glad that they're doing mainline on this. I really don't care for the CRJ900 that much, so let's keep it that way. Anyways, he's heading out to Phoenix. Great looking model. Here's another change. American Airlines, unfortunately, with the MD-80 retirement, this is the first update without MD-80s in it for any of my airports, which is pretty gosh darn sad. Anyways, they're flying A319, 737s, and there is a daily A321 now, so we can represent that too. So here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321 with service out to Dallas-Fort Worth. Really good looking model. I'm glad that they are flying them here now. Maybe we'll see some Pensacola too, but we'll probably be A319s. But great looking model. I'm glad that I can feature it in this airport. It deserves more runtime for sure. Another new model here, we have an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Chrome Heritage Retro paint scheme. He's currently loading up passengers with service out to Chicago O'Hare. And I know you guys loved the thing where I took it off, but I did end up getting that super glue, so they do not come apart now. So anyways, the model is pretty good besides it coming broken. The detail is very good. Not much to complain about. I do notice how on the old 737s in chrome livery that aren't heritage, the titles are smaller, the AA on the tail is a little different, but those are just little noticeable changes, but I think it looks pretty good, so no complaints with that. Next up, another new model, a model that I wish I would have got by NG models, but this model doesn't look bad in my opinion. Here we have the United Airlines Boeing 737-800 with split scimitars in the new paint scheme, which has really grown on me. I think it looks pretty gosh darn good. He's currently loading up passengers with service out to Houston IAH. But anyways, I was going to recap with United's little deal now. So now they're flying mainline, get this, they're flying mainline to not only Denver and Houston, but also Chicago and now Los Angeles. So that really puts a turn on the RJs. There's only one RJ in this update. So it's pretty crazy how we go from last month having 3 RJ flights to this month only having 1 and 4 mainline flights. So I think that's pretty gosh darn cool. But yeah, here we have the United Airbus A319 with service out to Denver, Colorado. Great looking plane too. I do want to get the Aero Classics A320 in new livery. I do have plans on doing that soon along with the new models. But guys, Christmas is almost here. It's only about 2 months away already. So coming off the birthday, we're going to transition into Christmas real well. I do have plans on getting some models this time around. I don't plan on waiting till the end of the school year to do it like I did last year. However, things happen. So United Airbus A319 service out to Denver, Colorado. On to the Southwest section. Here we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. He's currently loading up passengers with service out to Houston Hobby after arrival from Oakland, California. I don't think the seasonal flights are on flights, so I will try to keep those out of the picture. But the seasonal flights are Orlando, Portland, San Antonio, if you're curious. Next up, Allegiant Airbus A320 is currently loading up passengers with service out to Austin after arrival from Las Vegas. Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in Triple Crown 1 paint scheme. He's currently loading up passengers, service out to San Jose, California after arrival from Phoenix Sky Harbor. The only United RJ in the update, here we have United Emerald 175 heading out to San Francisco on the turnaround, which as of right now is still RJ's, but maybe next update, you never know. Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 Canyon Blue livery, he's heading out to Denver after arrival from Dallas Love. And then we have a little 737-700 section back here, so Maryland 1 is loading up with service out to Los Angeles after arrival from Las Vegas. The Blue Box 737-700 is loading up with service out to Kansas City after arrival from Chicago Midway. And the Heart livery by Gemini Jets is loading up with service out to Baltimore after arrival from Austin. And then here's the big change for we go from CRJ200s to I think there's still a daily CRJ200 flight, but anyways, here we have United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER with service out to Los Angeles, California, which is pretty awesome. That the route's really emerging here at Albuquerque for Los Angeles. Of course, Phoenix is the top route. It is fourth right now. I'll give you guys a little recap of that once we get all the planes over here. So over to our here's the ground 737 MAX 8. If you did not see the Psycho Aviation video, I highly recommend you go watch it. It was pretty gosh darn funny. But anyways, yeah, he's grounded, of course. So the cargo section, of course, we have our new gate 2. This will be the last gate at the cargo terminal until an expansion at Albuquerque, which I'm not expecting to do anything like that. There's really no reason to. Albuquerque's kind of set now, and plus with all these new planes and mainline aircraft, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it goes from here. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It was my first gate in like at least 3 months, so I don't think it turned out horrible. I obviously had to use some white out in a couple spots, but not bad. So yeah, new cargo airline, of course, FedEx Express. We'll start with our classic UPS though, who's always over there. Here we have a UPS Boeing 767-300 freighter, service up to Louisville. Pushing back, we have a new model. The NG models, FedEx Express Boeing 757-200, a beautiful model. I highly recommend you get it if you're looking for cargo and don't have any but want an NG model or something like that. Definitely looking to get some more NGs. The new releases, the American 757, that's awesome. I really I want to attend the I'm missing my word. Trying to think of what it was because it was a really good word. I want to attend to the fact of maybe getting that into 737 at some point. However, I just got the 2 Gemini jets, so we'll have to see. But anyways, FedEx Express Boeing 757-200 freighter service out to Memphis. So I'm definitely glad to have some more cargo here at Albuquerque and another gate. I think they look pretty good together. There's a little shot of them. So yeah. One thing that I do want to do, and hopefully by next update, is I think I'm going to get a sky blue background to put in this proximity around the walls here. So make it look like it's always sunny here, which I think it would be pretty cool. We'll have to see. It's a very nice day here. It's 76 degrees, or that's the high, sorry. It's like 73 right now, but last couple days have been nice, but Friday it was super cold. It was like 55, so glad I didn't freeze. I had to turn my air off in the middle of the night. It was pretty great, but on to the aircraft taking off. We will start over here. United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. So I said, okay, so he's heading out to Chicago here. So yeah, I'm glad that they fly mainline on this too to compete with American. Here's another new model. Here we have the Alaska Emerald 175. Ever since the beginning of Albuquerque updates, I've always said that I've wanted to get it, and finally happened. Thank goodness. So he's heading out to Portland after out from San Francisco, which will be ending. It was a seasonal route. That and San Jose, I believe, was ending. Unfortunately, I remember talking about it last update. San Diego's ending was the route it was, so that's unfortunate. However, I'm definitely got that Emerald 175. It's a great model. Definitely will open up. This and the Q400 will open up. They're going to help Reno. There's another airport I want to do, and then I'm definitely looking into maybe during the winter and into a spring making a Oklahoma City airport. Well, now I have the key piece I was missing, because this was really what I was missing, and I have all the mainline aircraft I need for it. So it's definitely something to attend to now since I have the aircraft for it, and plus it's in the proximity. Here we have Southwest Airlines 737-700 Canyon Blue livery. He's currently taxiing out with service out to, I think I went over every route, San Diego after arrival from I ran out of routes, so we'll just go back with Dallas Love Field. Delta Connect number 170 heading out to Los Angeles. And finally, the United Airlines 737-800. I got one too many mainlines in this update. Well, because it said Houston, Denver, Chicago, and Los Angeles already. So we'll just say he's late flight to Denver. So sorry for being a little off on that. But anyways, that jam-packed update is complete. Yeah, I'm really happy with how Albuquerque's progressed. I remember saying the last couple months that it's been pretty boring, but now we finally have some more mainline here. The A321 looks really good. American section's definitely starting to get some variety. United's finally picked it up. So overall, it's looking really good. Albuquerque's doing pretty well right now, it looks like, in numbers wise. Here's the top domestic routes from Albuquerque from July 2018 to June 2019. Number 1 is Phoenix Sky Harbor at $315,000 on the behalf of American Southwest. Number 2 is Dallas Fort Worth at $294,000 on the behalf of American. Number 3 is Denver, Colorado by $259,000 on the behalf of Southwest, United, and Frontier. Number 4 is Los Angeles on the behalf of Allegiant, American, Delta, Southwest, and United. Number 5 is Dallas Love Field on the behalf of Southwest Airlines. Number 6 is Las Vegas, Nevada, $154,000 on the behalf of Allegiant and Southwest. Number 7 is Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson at $138,000, which Tulsa has more passengers on that flight, surprisingly, but not by much, but they do, on the behalf of Delta. Number 8, Houston Hobby, Texas, $122,000 on behalf of Southwest. Number 9, Chicago O'Hare on the behalf of American United at $120,000, and number 10, San Diego, California, which is, I don't think it's throughout the San Francisco, and was it San Diego that's ending? It was San Diego, so my assumption is it's just probably Southwest owns it, but it's 91,000 passengers. For the carrier share, September 2017 to August 2018, this probably went up, and it's probably a lot different now. Anyways, I'll give them to you anyways. Southwest Airlines, $2.5 million, that's around 50%. $577,000 for American, that's roughly 11%. Delta, $384,000, roughly 7%. Mesa, $343,000, roughly 7% too. SkyWest, $302,000, roughly 6%, and other, $1 million, 20%. In 2018, Albuquerque in-planed and deplaned 5.4 million passengers, which was nearly over 500,000 more than 2017. Aircraft operations, no information. I will go to the what's it called? It's called the I'll go to the the transportation statistics Department of Transportation. That is what gets me the numbers. So we'll take a look here at that. Albuquerque, August 2018, July 2019. Phoenix is up 3,000. Dallas Fort Worth is up 3,000. Denver is a little down. Los Angeles is a little down, or a little up actually. Pardon. Dallas is up. Las Vegas is a little up. Atlanta's a little, or about the same. Houston's a little up. Chicago's a little down. San Diego's a little up. So pretty much all the same. So there was your little rundown of some Albuquerque information. But yeah, I'm really glad the airport's finally progressing in aircraft-wise. It was fairly boring, but finally we got some new aircraft in here for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the update. It was definitely jam-packed, and yeah. For what's coming this month, there'll be a handful of Saturday uploads, I can say that. We'll have Dallas Fort Worth on Fridays, my plan. I have fall breaks, so I'm going to go set it up today, because on Monday I have band rehearsal. For Tuesdays, state band, and then Wednesday I have it'll be a day in out of town, but family pictures, I'm pretty sure. Thursday will be football game. Friday I'll hopefully get it uploaded, but I'm going to hopefully film it one of those nights, and I haven't decided which night yet. So there'll be no video this Saturday. Next Monday will be, was it late storyline maybe? It could be late storyline. It wouldn't, yeah, it's probably late storyline. It's already at the 12th. So late storyline next Monday most likely. And then that following Friday will be a trip report, I think, from Dallas to Nashville, American Airlines. The Saturday will be, and then Saturdays there'll be a Reno and Tulsa update, I'm pretty sure, and then the last Monday in the month should be a Pensacola update. So there's a lot to look forward to. I'm glad to get Psycho AV out. I know a lot of you guys have asked for that, and I'm glad I can finally attend to everybody who's wanted that. I'm glad I got it out for you guys. You needed a filler video, so it kind of worked out very well. Going forward with Albuquerque, like I said, I want to get the blue for the back. I don't know about my room getting painted in the floors. I know I briefly mentioned that. I have no clue when that's going to happen. They said October, but it's already halfway through October, so I'll definitely look into asking about that. Be on the lookout for a new airport in the coming months. Hopefully I can have something done by Christmas is my goal. But I definitely need to decide. It could be Oklahoma City. The other airport that I've been thinking for a long time, the problem with that, it's just such a big project. I mean, it's going to be a really cool airport. I mean, it's going to be up there with, it's going to be about as good as Dallas. Well, not like big wise, but it's going to be probably the best airport mat and terminals I've ever made for sure. But it's a huge project, so I'm going to have to take some real time on that. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun project, but we'll see if that ends up happening. But Oklahoma City is looking pretty probable at this point. It's a fairly simple terminal. It's it's kind of like this, but it's curved, and there's let's see, I'm going to say it's a condensed down version. Unfortunately, as bad as I hate to say this, it's probably it's a bigger version of Tulsa, but a littler version of Albuquerque, so it's right in the middle of them probably. Yeah, because all the all the Delta flights are RJs besides Atlanta. Southwest has a good operation. United has a good amount of mainline. American has their Dallas flights. Or American actually now has a pretty good regional operation since Miami will be starting in December out of Oklahoma City. So American Eagle has a pretty big presence. Allegiant has a couple routes, and what airline am I forgetting? United, South Frontier has a couple flights. So there's a lot in that up the airport too. Cargos. So the only reason I wouldn't want to do it is because it's kind of similar to what I already got. I do want to look northwest for an airport, which this new project that would work, that I really want to do. However, I don't know if I'm going to get to it, so that's the goal. But Oklahoma City, since it's close, I kind of know a lot about the airport, it would definitely be a good option. I'm kind of considering maybe making a couple of small little regional airports and maybe throw them into one big video every month, like Fort Smith, Stillwater, Lawton, something like that. Just, would you guys be interested in that? Because that would be fairly easy to do. Would you guys like to see some of the smaller airports in my area all in one video every month? Which the problem with it would be that nothing would change. That's why I'm not trying to compare or say that this airport's bad, but it's kind of like AS Aviation's Champaign, where there's not a whole lot of change. It's just the same 2 or 3 flights. So maybe you guys would be interested in that. That airport's really cool. Make sure to go check him out. He's making some really cool content. His Karachi airport, I mean, that outdoes this airport by a lot. So let's just say that Karachi airport is something else. He has a lot of great content, so make sure to go check him out. He's been struggling with views and everything, just like everybody else. So please follow me on Instagram at Red River Aviation so you never miss out on new DCA pictures, which have been doing very well. They're pretty gosh darn cool, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying those. And then YouTube updates, of course, which some of it I haven't posted because I want it to be a surprise for you guys. Thank you guys for nearly 620 subscribers now. We're really starting to pick it up. Hopefully we get to 750 by the end of the year. We need 130 in about 2.5 months, which I think is more than doable. If 2.5 months, 2 months, 75. So we need like 2 subscribers a day probably, I think, something like that. 2 times 75, 150. So yeah, something like that. So Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You're not going to regret it. There's a lot of awesome content on here, nearly 150 videos, so you don't want to miss out. Thank you guys so much for watching this update. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. All have a fantastic day. Keep watching content if you'd like. I can't describe how much I can appreciate it on the way to ad revenue and everything. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. And Red River Aviation is signing off.